We have called for this press meet today on behalf of Jamaat-E-Islami. The main purpose of this press meet is to highlight the important issue which is going on in the entire nation with regard to the triple talaq. Here, the main intention behind this press meet is very simple, that we are working for the woman without any discrimination of the religion. We work for not only Muslim women, but we work for all the women in the nation. We have a concept in Islam, that is the protection of women. Very good, it is well established in the name of Sharia. What our claim before the media and the entire nation is that we are putting forward our appeal before the entire nation that the woman in Islam is more protected than any other religion, because Islam is a very simple and a practical religion with regards to the rights of women is concerned. The main thing is, with regard to the Islam, if we consider the marriage and break of the marriage, both of them are very practical in nature. Not unlike other religions, we have some other religions which consider the marriage as a very sacred thing and it should not be broken. If the marriage is broken, they are going to feel it's a very bad thing for the family and fame of the family and all. Basically, for the Islam, the marriage is a simple contract. If the marriage is simple contract, there will be no expenses unnecessarily, there is no dowry at all. So yes, it's a just legal concept to create cohabitation and legalizing the company of male and female. When it comes to the issues of the talaq, it is the most degraded practice in the Islam that talaq is not permitted. On all other issues, it is just one of the exceptional clause in the Islamic Sharia. When it is absolute necessity, without that, if either male or female is having threat to their life or both of them are having threat to their life, then they have to go for talaq. It doesn't mean that the talaq woman cannot remarry in Islam. In Islam, all the women, may it is unmarried woman, married woman, but talaq shuda, or a woman who is widow, all of them are standing in the same footing in Islam. With this regard, if we consider, Islam doesn't make any difference between talaq woman and a woman who is unmarried. In this footing, if we say that woman is more protected, when a woman do not have any protection in particular house of her husband, when he is not having that capacity to give her the protection because of his own personal reasons, if he is giving talaq, means it is a violation of a dignity of woman. In order to protect the dignity of woman, it is in the interest of the woman, she should have to give up that man, and better she should marry a best person who can take better care of the woman. In this regard, I would like to conclude that the talaq is not the issue in Islam. Talaq is one among the degraded practices which are permitted only in the exceptional cases. That is all I would like to convey from this medium.
With us, the Executive Committee member of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, Dr. Asma. There has been from quite 2-3 months throughout the country issue of triple talaq spoken on media and different channels. So we want to clarify what is the Muslim women's view on triple talaq. As such, everybody knows the Muslims in India, in terms of marriages, divorce, inheritance, we follow the Muslim personal law, which has been protected by the Constitution. This is a religious right which we enjoy. Now, when triple talaq issue comes, in the name of triple talaq, we don't want the government to legislate on this issue. Why we don't want to legislate on this issue? Because this is no issue at all. The government is making it an issue because there are several other issues concerning the women today. Triple talaq is not an issue. Nobody does it. It may be a rare case here and there, because in Islam we follow procedure for giving a talaq, which my sister now, she's come, she will explain to you in detail. Dr. Asma Zahra, she will speak to you, she can tell you in detail.
Democratic country, and all the religions have the right to religious freedom. Muslims have their Muslim personal law just like the personal law of other communities, and since the time of independence there has been respect to the religious freedom. But since the present government has come, in the last 2.5 years there has been attacks on the rights of the minorities, starting with yoga, Surya Namaskar, Ghar Vapsi, and now the triple talaq issue has been highlighted and blown out of proportion. And the stand of the government is that they are telling they will sympathize with the Muslim women, and this is where the Muslim women across country are coming forward to defend the Muslim personal law and answer to before the Supreme Court and to the government that we will not tolerate any kind of interference in the Muslim personal law. Muslim personal law is our guarantee under the Indian Constitution. We are very much safe, protected in the Muslim personal law. All the rights of women, there is gender equality, gender justice, and there is no denial of rights. And the real issues before the country today is safety of women, protection of women. There are so many rapes, dowry deaths, and murders across country. These are the real burning issues where the government needs to focus and take all women from across communities along for the social reform in the society. Instead of that, if only one particular community is targeted and the rights of minorities are attacked, the Muslim women will definitely come forward to save their constitutional right.